so today we are going to make banana bread. And the reason why I chose this for this week's video is because both my sister-in-laws and my friends have been asking, like, how do you make your banana bread? Like, how do you make it so clean using clean products? And so I'm going to share it today. This recipe is inspired by the medical medium. He is Anthony Williams, also goes by medical medium. It just hit home when I read his first book, and I think that it's a really good resource for you to have about your health, about symptoms you may be having, just a wealth of information. So I guess this is a plug, it's not sponsored, but please go Google medical medium Anthony Williams and I hope you'll be inspired, because he totally inspired and really completely changed the way I have been eating. And so this banana bread is inspired by him, and so mine is kind of a twist because I add different ingredients in there. I follow his basic recipe, but of course I have to put a spin to it, a little nut here, a little bit more wild blueberries than indicated in the recipe, and maybe some stevia infused chocolate chips. But that's just the Daisy recipe because I like all that stuff. If I'm gonna look down, it's because I have this little Mom Bay Happy Planner kind of recipe book that is kind of gold for me in this whole journey of health. Okay, so you're gonna need 3 ripe bananas, 1/4 cup of maple syrup, 1/4 cup of coconut sugar, 1 teaspoon of alcohol-free vanilla extract, 1/2 cup of unsweetened almond milk. For mine, I have plant-based milk, so any plant-based milk would work. I have unsweetened coconut milk, so that's what I use today. And 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/2 cup of frozen wild blueberries, chopped walnuts, whatever is your damage. So whatever you have at hand, pop them in there. So let's go ahead and start making it. I'm so excited, yes! Very quickly, a little excerpt in here. So during the process, I decided to switch the 2 cups of oat flour, organic oat flour, for almond flour. I did that because I know a lot of people are on keto, you know, carb loading, not the thing right now. And so I just kind of wanted to try it. I don't know if you guys know and get down with that panaderia tip and all that, but let me just tell you. I did once in a great while, maybe some conchas for some parties. Whatever. The point is that when I switched over the almond flour, I wanted to share with you guys that the consistency of the bread kind of came out like pudding cubano. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's kind of like this pudding bread that they sell at panaderias, which is like the Latino bakeries. And so it was delicious, but that's just so you know, just a little tip and trick that I discovered during this video, that I switched out the oat flour and I got the consistency of like the pudding bread from the panaderia. It was still delicious, great flavor, but also it didn't take about 40. It took like an hour and 15 minutes for it to actually be done. And I think that I made it a little bit browner than it was supposed to come, but it's delicious. It's not burnt. Just an FYI. If you switch the oat flour, the 2 cups of oat flours to almond flour, if the consistency you get from this bread will be like the pudding bread that you get at the Latino bakeries. Just a tip and trick. But if not, follow the oat flour recipe and you will get a delicious banana bread. Just letting you know.